Hi, parents. Dave Honda, your child's math teacher again. It's been a while. 12-week grades just went into the books. You should be getting that email this Friday. Thought I'd shoot out another video, comment on a few things. First off, as we end off this week, I hope you guys have a nice Thanksgiving break. Your kids deserve it. They've been working hard. I thought I'd just talk about a couple things. One is the grades, and number two, just something I've been noticing in regards to homework. So I'll try to keep this short and sweet like my other videos. Again, hopefully you can just pop it on, listen to it while you're doing something else, and just get some information. All right, so first off, as I said, grades just went in, and just so you know, we have this list of district comments that are like official. They've been approved and will show up on progress reports. But oftentimes those comments don't exactly say what a teacher wants to say. So a lot of my comments I hand typed in. Unfortunately, because of that, and they're not district approved, they will not show up on the official progress report that goes home. So if you are curious about any comments that I might have left, you'll have to go directly into PowerSchool, go to your child's grades, click around a little bit. I don't exactly remember what the parent portal looks like. It's different from the teacher portal. But in somewhere in the grades, you should be able to click on the P2 grades and find the comments I've left. And of course, if you have any questions, feel free to email me. On that note, one thing you might notice is citizenship grades. A few people's citizenship grades dropped considerably. And it was mainly due to assignments not being completed and turned in. Little background on that. Little by little, you've noticed high school, middle school, even elementary school, we're all converting over to what are called standards-based grading. One of the big ideas in standards-based grading is grades should solely reflect a child's understanding of something. So we're trying to factor out all those extraneous things that don't necessarily show a measure of a child's understanding. So my class, that's tests, that's quizzes, nothing else. The downside to that is that homework and assignments and classwork, there's the only real impetus for kids to get it done is to realize, oh, that's how I learn this material. That's how I do better on the tests and quizzes. And a lot of kids at this age have figured that out. They're very good about getting their work done. They understand that their job is to try to make sense of it. So when those same questions roll up on a test or a quiz, they're prepared for it. But I'm starting to find that because of that, and we don't include it in the grades, I don't have any real abilities to provide consequences to kind of give that extra oomph for those kids who maybe aren't in good habits when it comes to completing work. So as a result, I weigh the work quite heavily in their citizenship grade. So if you're seeing a drop in the citizenship grade, check those comments, because oftentimes that drop is mainly due to homework not being completed and turned in. Classroom behavior might be good, other things are good, but it's my only kind of recourse to give them that little kick in the behind to kind of get going on the homework. And I also see it. I mentioned the homework because I've seen a lot. I've seen some kids' grades really, not the grades, but their amount of homework they've been completing and turning in dropping quite a bit. And just anything you can do at home to help the kids value the homework really helps me out. I put this screen together for you here to take a quick look. Give me a sec. So one of the things I try to emphasize with the kids is that one, homework is not just practicing whatever the lesson was about. Because oftentimes a lesson is just the basic concept. So yes, bullet point number one here. Yeah, we do classwork, we do homework because we're putting that lesson into practice. We're trying out the concepts that we discovered or learned or investigated and putting it into actual application. But what I sometimes talk to the kids about is that the homework is also meant to go beyond that. What we wrote down in our notes is just the general idea, but you might tackle situations not covered in the lesson. For example, let's say we're doing back to chapter 1, solving equations, but we haven't done equations with, a prior concept like decimals. Oh, Mr. Honda, how do I distribute a decimal, or how do I distribute a fraction? I know distributive property, but how do I do it when a fraction's involved? Okay, well, I can't possibly cover every possible scenario that might come up in the notes. So the homework is oftentimes pushing them further on that basic concept to see, can they integrate all their different math knowledge? And then we often extend further. Maybe it's a problem that's meant to push them beyond and to figure out, oh, okay, so if I take this concept here and that concept here, can I figure out this really critical thinking problem? So again, anything you can do to help the kids value their homework. Okay. And part of the reason why I say value the homework is because another indicator for me that maybe the kids aren't valuing their homework and not taking as much pride in their homework as they should be is it's been 12 weeks. So right here in my hands, this is work from period one. I'm sorry, it's getting blurred out by my screen here. But in fact, let me see if I can turn that off real quick. This is just period one. These are all no-name papers that have gone unclaimed in the first 12 weeks. And this is just period one. I'm finding kids, that, if they can't value their homework enough to remember to put their name on it, are they really finding the value in doing this work? This phone book here, this is all my classes. Okay, these are all unclaimed, no-name papers from 5 different classes over the last 12 weeks. So again, I feel like when I get piles like this, are the kids valuing their homework? I mean, you've put all this effort into it, you've put all this time and work into it. You would think you'd want to take credit for it and pop your name on. So that's my spiel. A little bit about just 12-week grades, comments, and again, anything you guys can do at home to get the kids to really put some emphasis on the homework, because I truly believe that when they're more consistent about getting that work done, when they're working to get their homework done in terms of helping them understand the work, everything else falls into place. They do better on tests, they do better on quizzes, they volunteer more in class because they understand things better. So yeah, just wanted to throw that out there. Like I said, it's 3 days till the break. Have a happy Thanksgiving, and we'll see you at the tail end of November.